So I'm just going to join me for the next 10 minutes to close your eyes and relax the mind. So whatever comes up, allow it to come up, just like we do on Meditation Monday. So be the observer, be aware that you are the observer, not your emotions. You are not the fault even. The fault is something we can measure. It's not coming from here, it comes from out of here. So just be aware of the thoughts you're picking, the physical aspects that are happening in your own body to start with. Becoming a space where you can observe the totality of your senses and of your awareness to things, to thoughts. Just breathe in, breathe out. Just keep breathing in and out. Through the nose and out through the nose. Those things, letting go of, switched off the digital stuff with the sharing. Don't worry if you're like that and, oh, it's the portal time, shouldn't I be in a deep meditation? Don't worry. The purpose is for change, for shift, for balance. Balance, the key to that is awareness. The balance between night and day, between those high emotions, the low emotions, the middle ground, the 0 point, the observation. It's the point within, as you now breathe in, hold for me. After you've been holding in the breath, the relief, the subtlety of the moment, of just being at one with yourself, with the world around you. Or that could be being at one with whatever emotion you're dealing with at the moment, being at one with whatever thoughts and stories you've been dealing with. Acceptance, acceptance that those beliefs, those thoughts are not you. That my personality isn't that me. No. You are that pause. You are the energy. The expression. What some might call soul. Breathe in through the mouth. In through the mouth. Hold and out. Nose. Breathe in. Out through the nose. Now you've just had a few moments of just being at one. I want to take you now on a little bit of a deeper journey using and engaging your subconscious, where that aspect of the subconscious collective and the subconscious of you. But don't worry, you are anchored in this now moment by the sound of my voice. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, 2 more times. In and out. One more time. In and out. Just through the nose. In and out. Now, if it's safe, if you haven't already, close and relax the eyelids down. If you can, then focus on a particular spot. We're going to be looking. So, breathing in, close the eyelids and look up, forward, but the eyes, they look up inside as if you're looking at the inside of the skull. Might strain for a little bit, but don't worry, we won't be doing it for very long. Now breathe in through the nose and look up. Keep looking up. Exhale out through the nose. Don't worry too much about the breath. Focus your mind on looking up, looking up, looking up inside, looking up, looking up, looking up, looking up, looking up. Now relax them down. We're going to imagine we're looking down now, looking down at maybe something that's a little bit scary for you. Change, but we're going to give it a visual representation. This is a cliff. This is, if you're scared of heights, this would be real. This would be your real fear. Maybe you feel that sense of on the edge of the next step. As we look down, there are steps. And we're going to go down step by step. We're going to imagine in our minds, but actually I want you to walk as if you are going down a set of steps. Step 1, moving forward. So even at the cliff there's steps, there's footholds, there's still that edge, that anticipation, but we're moving, we're guided, we're feeling into where the next step is. Step 2, moving down, and as we go down these stairs, as in a moment I start to count, I want you to be aware that you are stepping also into your subconscious mind and the subconscious collective. But there's a rope, there's a gold, silver thread that's like diamonds. It's beautiful. It's a thread to the highest aspect of you, and it's guiding you. It's like seeing little stones or pebbles lighting up your path as you go down into the depths. As you step 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's dead on 10 minutes. It's 10. To know in this now moment, what is your subconscious mind been telling you? What are the stories and patterns in your life that need to be shifted, that need to be let go of? What are the images you've been on to and not wanting to? The physical pains you feel comfortable with, they've become normal for you. They're part of the story, they're part of the emotions. They're embedded in your generational patterns. Mummy had that, grandpa had it, therefore I have it. They are there in the running programs of the subconscious mind. Whether you conscious or not, they're there. We're going to use the beautiful energy and our intention as a collective to pull up some roots, cultural roots, religious roots, biological roots. Consciously aware of anything that's become rotten, that's in the way of the growth of the highest collective for the best outcome for all of humanity, for all of your body, for all of your family, your starseed family. Ego, and apparently I am too as well. We're going to let go of ego, and we're going to go and work with the brain and the brain patterns and the rhythm and the sound of my voice, allowing it to connect to you. But it's not me doing it. I want you to be very clear about this. This is about you and your intentions, only in divine timing. It may be over the next days, weeks, months that you suddenly, I don't really feeling that. I know I should be exercising more. I know I should be eating right. I know that I should be having more time spent with family or in a different job, in a different career. This awareness is already there. It's stuff you already know. You've probably, as we conclude, I want you to just allow yourself to breathe, to sit with whatever's coming up from you, whatever images flow to you, whatever sounds, whatever wisdoms, whatever thoughts. Make notes if you want to, but make mental notes. Try and stay in space. I will express the sound to help freeing my own needs that are becoming untethered as I move into the greater aspect of who I am, as you move into the greater aspect of who you are, who we all are as a humanity. I'm seeing almost like an island, a volcano. It's that eruptive energy, that anger. The anger, the volcano, it creates new land, it creates new territory. In you, your triggers, your emotions are there as signposts for you to shift, to rebalance, to reset. And if you're feeling tired, know what energizes you. Feel as though, just like I'm feeling it now, the rays of light that is within your cells is helping to nourish you from the inside out, from the heart. And the depths of any despair, the depths of our grief, the depths of our emotions, of our pains, of our negative thoughts or patterns of things that we've done in the past that we may have regret, whatever it is. It's the earth, it's the soil, it's the mineralization, and we're drawing from the learning of where we've been, where that's kind of eroded and gone down into the ground, for us to suck up and nurtures us in a different way now, because it's shifting, it's changing. Those depths in the subconscious, know that I'm with you. Your soul essence that is you, whatever you call it, that part of you that's more than, that conscious aspect of you, God, source, consciousness, God, goddess, whatever you choose to call it, whatever feels comfortable for you. It doesn't matter about what it is, what the name is. That's just a story part of that. Tune to the safe feeling and know you are safe in this now moment. And we're gonna come together now to work on the collective roots. As we've worked on the roots for ourselves, I want you to image there's like a rotten root. It's the roots that were planted for good reason in society, in cultures, in religions, but they need readdressing. And there's beautiful new shoots growing up around that, but they need more space to grow. They need that expansiveness, that connection back to the heart, back to their core. So we're gonna together hard. We might think, oh, I'm not sure about this, what's going to happen to the other little things around, but we're going to pull, and we realize that it's not just us pulling. There's thousands of people pulling on that root. There's thousands of people who are desiring to be the best themselves, to be in love, to be in compassion, and all those people are pulling with you. whether they're present with us in this now moment, whether they're aware of it or not, they're lifting that up and they start to come up. They lift up. There's not much left. So now this can be the regrowth. And I want you to plant a seed of your own intention for what it is you want. Breathing in, breathing what it is you want in your week, your day, your month, your year. For your life and for humanity, I want to invite you to see a beautiful tolerance, a beautiful clarity of understanding that we are all the same. At our core, we are all the same, whatever our beliefs are, whatever we have lived or not lived. And see a little like gemstone crystal at the base. It's the core of this root that first planted, and it's crystal. It's the crystal structure. It's moving out of carbon into crystalline. Beautiful fractaline light. Clarity. But it also brings fractalization. It brings lots of views. But in its whole, in its beauty, when it's together, when you look at it from higher perspective, you see how wonderful it is. How pretty, how beautiful. And it doesn't have to be one colour or one way. It's many. It's the multi-aspected way that we're moving into, of seeing things from different perspectives, not just ours. And send it a little bit of love, like you are watering a plant. And the moment you do that, you feel it coming up through you, through your own feet, growing up, grounding up, like the flower as it flourishes to the sun. Take a deep breath in. You look into your hands. There's a symbol in your hands that's something from your subconscious that you need to be aware of, that you need to take back. And as you come up, we're going to step back up, going back up, following that beautiful golden, silvery diamond white thread of light, back up to where that point of change was, the now moment. It's always the now moment. It's not in the past, it's not in the future, it's in this present moment. And just breathe now. And slowly, in your own time, when you are ready, you can open your eyes. You can look around and acclimatize yourself back to the reality. But you might be looking and thinking, actually, that needs changing, that needs changing. What are you already aware of? What are you planning on shifting as it's going to be coming out of the closets, so to speak? Example, clearing, getting rid of stuff that you no longer need, physical stuff, emotional stuff that you've been carrying around. Maybe it's a story that's gone on and on for a while. You're letting go. So that for me is my weight, the giving up of sugar, moving into an alkaline diet, as I shared more recently. Moving my body not just with the energy, but more strength, resistance, working with my own body's resistance to release the tension. Breathing for me for a moment. Put your hand on your heart and actively, as you're coming back, visualize, feel grounding. So I want you to kind of, if you're sitting, just tap your feet. You can put your, I'm holding the hands beats, but put your hands down facing in mountain pose if you know what I'm talking about, or just visualize somewhere in nature. I can feel the sun on me. I've got a tree right by me. I'm very grounded right now. So feeling grounded, feeling in the present moment with your breath. Now we're going to do a little breath work to finish. I want you to breathe in and out successively fast through the mouth this time. Don't release. Hands back on the heart. Feeling that sense of newness and the release, and seeing that for our world, seeing that where it needs to in our society right now, in the world right now. And I've purposely not mentioned the political stuff that I know going on, but we are sending it to where it needs to go, regardless of political beliefs. And that could be anywhere in the world. It could just be down the road and your neighbour across the road to your neighbour. But knowing that it's also coming to you for the shifts and changes that you have. Love and blessings for your day. Thank you for joining me for our monthly session. I will see you. Please like, share, and let me know. State it in affirmation. Write it as an affirmation below this post. What is it that you know you need to shift? Where do you need to reset? Have a beautiful